Hello? Is this thing on?
What's up, you guys? It's Sophie. This is a different type of video because I'm literally in a hotel room for a wedding that I have this weekend. And I don't have my mic, so this audio probably sounds real bad, but that's fine. I just wanted to yap for a second because this past week I've been really struggling with imposter syndrome and just like falling down that rabbit hole of comparing my journey to other people's journeys because of social media. And I'm here to say it really is that damn phone. It really is the damn phone. Friends in the back. LOL. I feel like if I'm in a hotel room, I have to turn the TV on right away. Anyone else? That's just me. But anyway, I feel like trying to navigate being self-employed and working for myself and having to wake up in the morning and work on my own stuff, even if that means like advertising, marketing stuff, or like things that aren't like I have to deliver to someone, just like things that help build my business. Like that's what I have to do for work sometimes, and it's so hard for me to like, I don't know, focus and do that right now. And I feel like all of my time is getting robbed from my freaking phone. And I'll admit it. It's so hard to balance, like, using social media for your job, for marketing, but then also not getting sucked into, like, the toxic, like, just seeing other people's stuff and, like, beating yourself up for not being where other people are. Even though everyone's journey is separate and, like, I don't know, it's just really hard. Because honestly, create over consume has been like my mantra for the year, right? So if I'm on my phone, if I'm on social media, I'm trying to make it a point to be posting or creating something more than I consume. But the tricky part about that is that in order to create, sometimes you have to consume a little bit so that you can find sounds, or so that you can get ideas, or so that you could get inspiration. And then it just, you get sucked in, and it like never ends. It's this never ending cycle. But being aware of it is good, I guess. Being aware of it is step one, or step whatever. I also have to remind myself, like, I did my first wedding last year. It's gonna take time to get to the point where I'm like booked and busy and like have like in the teens of like galleries that I'm working on editing, and like, I don't know, not being able to respond to every inquiry and stuff like that just seems like far away. And I know it's realistically probably not, with how my drive is and like the rate that I've built my business just in the past year. But it is really hard sometimes to watch like and see other people like posting how busy they are, and then like, I don't know, me having like a few shoots a month. Even if it's getting me by, it's still like, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm not, like, I don't know, it makes me feel like I like jumped the gun on like calling myself a full-time photographer. But then I know that that's also just like the voice in my head that's not true, because I'm literally sitting in a hotel room photographing a wedding this weekend. Like I don't know. It's a crazy feeling to be like, I'm not a real photographer when you are like quite literally on a work trip photographing a wedding, which is someone's most important day of their life. for some people. And they trusted you, and they trusted your vision and your art and your work to do that. So, like, I don't know. I guess I'm just speaking to myself here, but, like, your journey is not like anyone else's. Your work is not like anyone else. The way that you move and flow and just bounce through life with things coming to you and it always working out the way that it's supposed to. Comparing yourself and your journey to other people doesn't even work, because no one else moves like you. No one else experiences life like you. No one else has the universal support system that I do on my journey to make things happen the way that they always do. Like, for example, May was really busy. I felt really good in May. And then June, I was like stressing out because I felt like I didn't have anything other than this wedding. Which, having a wedding is good. But I don't know. I just didn't want to have to work at my restaurant job like every other week. And so at the beginning of June, I started manifesting again, like actually writing shit down. And I wrote abundance, or I get paid to exist. I get paid to exist. I get paid to exist. My existence attracts abundance. My existence attracts abundance. So I wrote this stuff down. Probably the first time that I wrote down manifestations for the first time in a long time. I used to do that shit daily, multiple times a day. I used to live, breathe, feel by that. It's how I've gotten where I am. Truly believe that. But I feel like now I need to remember to do that again in order to keep advancing, because I don't want to feel like I'm like stuck somewhere. But anyway, I wrote that and then booked a wedding the next day, the beginning of June. So I was like freaking out, thought that I wasn't going to have any income except for this wedding I'm working. I've done like two headshot sessions. I booked a wedding. I booked a surprise proposal. So, like, every time I freak out, every time I stress out, it always works out. It always comes to me. I always get reminded of who the fuck I am. So, if you're dealing with imposter syndrome, just know it's normal. Just know that everybody's journey is not the same. And don't get stuck in that comparison trap of social media, because it's so frustrating, like, having to use it, having to, like, find inspiration and, like, look at other people's journeys. But it's normal to feel inadequate when all you're doing is looking at people's highlights of their life. Most people aren't showing the feelings like this that they have, but most people in a creative field have them. So, you're not alone. I'm not alone. We got this. I got this. Okay? Bye-bye.